Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble.
This is the Three Wheels of Wrestling podcast.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Three Wheels of Wrestling podcast. Yes, another wrestling podcast. I am Willie Tiny, and my guest today, my co-host today, are Will the Thrill and L.A. Willie.
Yeah. Oh, hey, Willie. Yeah.
And today we are discussing the WWE's Money in the Bank, which is happening this Saturday in Toronto.
Ooh, in the lovely land of Canada.
Yeah.
All right. And our first match we're going to discuss and talk about.
Money in the Bank. Show 'em
Work
what
with
you
me.
think.
I'm working with a new computer here. I don't know what's going on.
It's on the fritz.
I don't know, man. This computer.
Trial and error. We'll get it right.
Get it right.
Sure
Get
hope
it
so. All right, it should be popping up.
Yeah. It popped
Well,
up
you
twice.
did just have it.
It did? I don't see
Yeah.
nothing on my app.
Oh, there it is.
It popped up. See, it's blocking me. You can't see
I don't-
me. You clearly
Oh,
can't
oh.
see me. And I'm
I
not
see you,
John
Will.
Cena.
Okay, there it is. It is the Bloodline versus RKO, Kevin Owens, and Cody Rhodes. And in the Bloodline, we have Tama Tonga and Tama. Help me out here.
Tango low.
Tonga
Isn't
Lower,
it Toma?
Jacob Fatu, and the new tribal chief, if that's what you want to call him, Solo Sikoa.
So it's 4-on-3.
Basically.
I guess so. Ooh, are they going to have an extra member or what's? Oh no, one of them's not wrestling, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, I think
It's going to be 3-on-3. Maybe one of the Tonga.
Yeah.
Tama's
It's
not.
one of the. Yeah, it's one of the Tonga. Tama Tonga is going to wrestle. It's the other one that's not going to.
Right.
It's not going to fight. It's a number game. I say the Bloodline is going to win because of the numbers game.
I agree. I got the Bloodline. But like this is like if there was a mega team of all mega teams, it would be Randy Orton, Kevin Owens, and Cody Rhodes. What better 3-man group is that?
I say any team that Randy's on is a mega team.
Yeah, I agree.
the-
And you got the top dog right now with the Cody Rhodes. Randy, he's a legend in his own right. Like he was the legend killer, still is, but he's becoming one himself. So I guess he's going to have to kill himself. That's fun. I'm sorry.
Even though the Shield was a powerful force of a 3-man team, but this team is stacked. But I got to give the win to the Bloodline.
Yeah, you know what? I think it would be amazing that we get a surprise visit for a build-up for SummerSlam.
I agree.
That would be really cool.
I think after what happened on the last SmackDown, and if you don't, folks who don't know, Paul Heyman did not agree with making Solo his tribal chief. He did not acknowledge him. So they triple power bombed him through the announce table, the other three, and I think he's going to make a phone call to somebody.
Yeah, he took that that power bomb to the table like a champ.
I think the whole scenario with Paul Heyman for him to play this character right. I've heard rumors that the man did not even sleep.
Yes, I heard those same things. He was sleep deprived to
Like,
look like
he
that.
Mhm.
really captured his character to a T to make it more authentic and more real.
Yeah.
So, who would Paul Heyman make a phone call to?
Hmm.
Jesus?
I'm
Uh,
gonna have to say maybe Jimmy Uso
Oh,
could be,
okay.
or
and
he may go on
slowly.
the family tree and maybe pull a branch. Bring somebody that we're not thinking about.
Jay?
That's true. The list is long. It's a big tree.
The possibilities are endless.
Yes. Anything more about this match? You want to go to the next match?
Next match,
All right,
please.
you guys said the bloodline. I'm gonna say, well, no, I think the bloodline's gonna win too.
Good job.
I was gonna say, but I don't see Cody being the one pinned. I will say that.
KO. I would say KO probably be the one to get pinned.
I think so.
Yeah.
Sorry,
All right.
Kevin, in your own home country.
Our next match we're talking about.
Ooh,
Ooh, it's a good one.
Braun Breaker versus your Intercontinental Champion and fellow Canadian Sami Zayn.
Mhm.
Hmm. So my take on this is I think Braun Breaker's gonna take the title. He's such on a roll right now. The crowd, loves him. He's a freak of nature of an athlete, and you know, I guess you got to put the title on this man, and have him on TV more often. What do
I
you think,
really
Mother
want to
Throw?
hear what Willie Tiny got to say, though. So I'm
Uh,
just scratching my
yeah,
head.
let's go to Willie Tiny.
Um, Braun seems like he's the man, Mr. Breaker. I'm still. There might be. This might end up being like a DQ. What I see, Sammy retaining.
That's one way I can see him retaining it, by just him, losing his temper and just getting DQ for it. And then maybe in the next opportunity or so, he'll get it then.
I just can't see Sammy losing in his hometown. Not twice. Not in two big pay-per-views in the Canada area. Because I think the last big one that he was in, he faced Roman Reigns, and the pop was huge for
Hmm.
him. And for him to come up short, it was great storytelling for that. And I just can't see him doing WWE doing it to him twice. I just can't.
Well, I mean, it is the Paul Levesque era, but it still is WWE.
I agree with
That's
that. I didn't even realize it was his hometown. Just I didn't even think about it.
well,
His home
his home
country.
country.
His home
His
country.
home
Yeah.
country.
Like I said, probably the worst case scenario is Sammy retains via DQ. It's in hometown, and then you could have Breaker like challenge him on Monday and take it off then.
And win it then.
Right.
I could see that.
For the next premium live event.
True.
Correct.
Correct.
Yeah. Yeah.
But wouldn't the next one be SummerSlam?
Mm,
It could be.
I think so.
Yeah. August.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
this is
August 3rd.
July, so it'd be
August 3rd.
August. in Detroit, Michigan. Oh no, Cleveland. Isn't
Cleveland.
that where this SummerSlam is? Cleveland.
Yeah, I think it's
Cleveland, I
Cleveland.
believe so. Yeah.
bad. My bad.
All right, we're going to move on. My question is for you guys, and I'm going to answer also.
Okay.
Your favorite Money in the Bank winner?
Mm. I think Will the Throw should take this one first.
Yeah, go ahead, Will.
Put the pressure on me. It's tough, man. Now, my favorite for comic relief, okay, that's how I'm basing this on. You have to guess what I'm going to say.
Brock
Brock.
and the boot
How he
box.
took the briefcase and turned it into a boot box and came to the. It was so out of character for him, but you could tell he had fun doing it.
As soon as you say for comedy relief, I kind of figured that's where you were heading.
Yes, but that's my favorite. No, and then you got John Cena with the in the face became a meme. I would have to say, out of all of them, Edge.
First.
Yeah,
He was
because
the first Money in the Bank winner.
and the reason I'm saying Edge, because when he did it, he capitalized on his nickname.
The ultimate opportunist.
There you
Yep.
go. And it was
Mhm.
perfect timing when he did it. It was slick, it was smooth, and it was just it fit his character perfectly at that time
Right.
for it.
He
So,
was
I would say
involved.
Edge.
He was involved with a couple of the cash-ins and the majority of the cash-ins. He won
Yeah.
Money in the Bank, and he either set up or he lost
Mm-hmm.
the championship during a cash-in. It was a big involvement in the beginning when the start of the Money in the Bank happened.
Yeah. And also, did he do it on John Cena? Like, because he was a
Yep.
2-time winner, right?
Yep.
And he both
Mhm.
did it on John Cena.
I believe so. I believe
Yeah.
both cash-in was on,
Yep, both the
both
matches was on John Cena.
yeah, when it was both, the spinning belt and the regular one. Like he did it those two different times.
Yeah.
For me, one of my favorite, Money in the Bank winner was at when he was like on the rise with CM Punk. Yeah, at the time, like and like you said, Edge, he cashed it in on Edge. you know,
Yes, he did.
and like
He
he was
did.
he was a like opportunist like Edge. So I mean, he's my favorite Money in the Bank winner, and then I would have to put Damian Priest as my second. With the senior Money in the Bank, the briefcase saying senior on it. Like, thought that was a nice touch. Well,
My
it kind
favorite Money in the Bank was when CM Punk won. CM Punk, he was just up and coming at the time, and he won.
Wasn't it?
He's
Is
the,
it his first one? His second one?
he's the
Or
only
his third
back to
one?
back. He's the only back to back Money in the Bank winner.
hmm
2 years in a
Mhm.
row.
True.
Yeah. So,
Let-
one question for you guys: what is your favorite cash in of Money in the Bank all time?
You want to do that now or save it for later in the show?
Later in the show,
There it is, show.
we can come back to it.
All right. Let's
Onward.
on to our next match.
hmm.
Interesting.
It is interesting.
The women's Money in the Bank ladder match.
All right. Now for this one, I want to ask if
Who-
we could do this how LA Willie presented it.
All right, Will, the Thrill. Do me a
Yo.
favor. Name the participants.
All right. Ladies and gents, the participants for your women's Money in the Bank. Io Sky of Damage Control. Then you got Lyra Valkyrie, Tiffany Stratton, Feel the Glow with Naomi, Zoe Starks, and Chelsea Green are your participants for 2024 Money in the Bank Women's. How was that?
Not bad.
Good. Who wants to go start here? I don't mind starting.
Go ahead,
Willie
dude.
Tiny.
Really kind of run the course.
All right. I personally would like to see Tiffany Stratton win, but I think I'm going to go with Chelsea Green for some reason. I think it's her time. She'll be very like I predicted. Nia Jax to win the Queen of the Ring should be annoying. How annoying would Chelsea Green be if she won Money in the Bank?
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, LA.
Here's the way I look at it. I'm with Willie Tiny. I was like, I would like to see Tiffany Stratton win, but if not, I can see Chelsea Green winning. And third, I would say maybe Lyra Valkyria would win, but it would be interesting if you have Tiffany Stratton win, because like her and Nia have become like like buddies, like off on the road, but on screen it's kind of like her personal little bodyguard now. It looks like. So I can see her winning the briefcase, and and using that friendship, and let's say Nia wins the women's title that night, and Tiffany decides to cash in on her right away. I mean,
Yep,
that'd be
that
good.
would be good storytelling.
But
Or,
like Willie Tiny
or
said, like Chelsea Green winning, it would be like it's kind of like her time, kind of like when Zack Ryder won the Intercontinental title on that ladder match. It was like he was due for something.
Yes,
Like she's been a tag team champ, already a couple times, but I think it's time to. I would like to see what she would be like with a Money in the Bank briefcase. Not cash it in right away, but like maybe almost a full year or trying to cash it in. Or I can see like all these comedic act coming out of this. You know.
definitely agree. Well, the thrill?
he's he's having a hard time there.
You're not defecating, are you?
no, I'm just because you guys brought up good points, so my mind's boggling. Of course, story wise, like you gotta think what's going to happen on your way to the next one, especially how long they're going to hold the title. I mean, the Money in the Bank briefcase. Are they going to cash it right away? We don't know. Are they going to do it at SummerSlam? We don't know.
No.
So it's always that baseline. I'm gonna go with a wild card, and if we do the game, I'm gonna choose her as my number one, and it's
Mhm.
Lyra Valkyrie.
All right.
Yeah. I mean, she got some momentum
Going.
going behind her too. Yeah.
So speaking, since we did like who we thought, like you came up with the idea of us choosing. Now, since there's 6 participants, I say we each choose 2, and each Money in the Bank counts us as a point for whoever wins. If they cash in or not at the end of the night, it'll be a bonus points if we say yes or no. Does that sound pretty decent? That way it makes it fun when we're actually watching it.
It does.
Okay.
All right.
I'm down for that.
So I did say Lyra, so that is my pick. That's one of my picks.
Okay. How do we go? How do we determine order here?
Well, I did my pick, so I guess whoever flips a coin and goes next can go.
Go ahead,
Go
Willie.
ahead, LA. LA. No, go ahead. Go ahead. I don't mind.
You say to pick 2 or pick 1?
Pick
Pick
one.
one right now. So it's like a draft.
Okay, so my
Lyra picked. That's who I picked. I just went ahead and went first since I said it.
I'll go with Chelsea Green.
I'll go Tiffany Stratton. What a thrill.
I want this girl to win it so bad, but I don't think she is, and that's Naomi. So
LA.
there's my second pick, Naomi.
Um, can we do a repeat if someone else picks somebody?
No.
No,
Okay, so my second pick, and I would say probably a wild card would be Zoe Stark.
And I gotta go with the last one left is Io Sky.
yep. Now, if she happens to win that Willie Tiny, she will be the first woman to go back to back
Correct.
since the guy you said.
Hmm. So fingers crossed, way tiny.
So the way, like you said, the way how the Paul Levesque era has gone, you really don't know, which makes it exciting.
You want to do a reverse order for the men's?
Yeah, we can do
All right.
that. To be fair, yeah.
On
On
to
the
our
next
next
one.
match.
Hmm. Hmm.
LA Willie, you wanna announce participants?
Not really, but but I will. Um,
Why not?
I would like Damien to retain, but I
No,
have a
no, no,
strong
no, no.
feeling.
I'll do
Who
it. I'll do it.
who's in? Okay,
I'll do
okay.
it. Representing the Judgment Day, your WWE Heavyweight Champion, Damian Priest versus Seth freaking Rollins. There you go. All right, go ahead.
Thank you, Will to Thrill.
Thank
You
you.
are very welcome.
Uh, this is going to be a good match here.
I agree.
I'm I'm still going to go with Damian Priest to retain. Because I don't think his reign's done yet. I want him to hold the belt longer.
So do I. I want him to retain, but I have a strong feeling that he's going to get screwed out of this title, and he's going to be out of Judgment Day. I mean, unless they, decide to keep him champ till like SummerSlam and try to have him fight Gunther. But a Gunther and Rollin match, yeah, that's pretty big billing there.
Valid.
It's just so hard to go against
Yeah.
Damien, but
It is.
Yeah, I see him prevailing, but I want to see that something's going to happen that it is going to advertently lead him out of the Judgment Day. Some
He
form
doesn't
of
need the
interference.
Damian Priest doesn't need the Judgment Day.
No, he don't. But how many times has he said that, and they somehow came down and still interfered in the match?
So I was gonna say to your comment, Will, to throw, it's like I can see him, retaining, and then maybe like after the, like they try to get involved during the match, he gets upset, somehow still pulls the win, and they try to jump Rollins, but he really gets upset with them, and like shove them, or or they'll, if they don't go after Damien, like at the live event, then probably like on Raw, like it boils over. But I can see him. I can see Judgment Day still coming down, and the match can go either way, retain or it'll make him lose the title because of them coming down.
I don't know because for one, Finn Balor called him out on his shit. I
Hmm.
mean, it got in his face and everything, and I could see something happening like along the line of how Edge was taken out of that group.
True.
Yeah.
I mean, Dom already got caught lying, saying like, "Yeah, mommy's okay." When no, she's not, because I talked to her.
Her. A line in the face.
Yep, got caught right in the face. So that's how I feel about that. All right,
And
on to the next one.
then, how about we bring our guest on before we
Oh,
conclude this?
Oh.
okie dokie.
All right.
The
Let's
professor.
What's going on, gentlemen?
How's it
Going
going,
on?
Professor Bear?
Oh man,
We
I'm doing great.
okay. Before we conclude our program, we wanted to bring you on. Before we're in the middle of talking about the Money in the Bank for Saturday, but we wanted to bring you on before we conclude. We finish that up. So the floor is yours. Tell us about your product.
Well, we at the Wrestling Society Network, we have a wrestling app that is live now that's been going since March. And it has all different types of wrestling product. We have different content creators. We have a 2K promotion. We have a wrestling figure promotions. We have comedians that do wrestling jokes. We have movies with wrestlers in it. We have independent promotions. We just have a plethora of different product that specifically is for wrestling. So this started in March, and the best part of it, it is free. Yes, you heard me right. It is free. You go to Amazon, you go to Roku, you can go to Apple TV, you can go to Fire Stick, and you can download it and it's going to be WSN. And again, it is free, and we have so much different content, different things on it that we think everyone will love. And also, in a day and a half, we will be launching our website, the Wrestling Society Plus, and it is a plethora of different infos for wrestling sites. Again, you can connect on there to look at the app. We have different things, but probably for me personally, the coolest thing is we have a podcast room, and that you go on there and you will see a list of different podcasts that we have found, that we like, that we think are great, that once you click on the particular one, it will take you to their site so you can listen to their podcast. So it is one of the big things that we are really passionate about. And again, it's free. Being a wrestling fan, why wouldn't you want to do this? I just wouldn't understand why. And on top of that, a couple of things that we're working on. We're working on a magazine, online and a print magazine coming out hopefully by the end of the year. And we're also working on a mobile app to connect with the Wrestling Society Plus and also our app. So we have a tremendous amount of different things coming out. And as a wrestling fan, I would be hard pressed to find the reason why you couldn't find something that you would love and what you won't get enough of, I promise you.
Ever lose Willie Tanny there?
Yeah, we lost it. Because
Yeah.
he's talking but no sound. Technical
I'm back.
difficulties.
All right.
There we go.
I'm back. So you can find on Roku, Fire Stick, and then you got a website launching in a day and a half.
Yes, sir.
Go
And-
ahead, Professor Bear. Get
and,
that out there.
And don't forget Apple TV too.
Apple TV, and it's all free.
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 Free. Oh, and the one thing I forgot to cover, because I just looked, as you can tell, I'm a big video game guy.
Yes, I was admiring your collection.
I was admiring that.
So also in our app, we have different things about video games where people will have different content creators have went through different games and given their opinions and ratings on it. And also our 2K promotion that we built ourselves, and it's consisting of some of our fans that have been put into the video game. Plus we have independent wrestlers that are in our video or in the game too.
Nice.
It's very cool.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
You're independent wrestlers. What area are they from that's in the game?
One is out of the Tennessee area. We have one out of Texas. I know I'm forgetting a couple more, so y'all have to forgive me. My mind is all over the place, but
it's okay. It's okay.
And I can tell you, with our independent promotions, we have some that are. We have CCW. We have Midwest All Stars. We have Southern Illinois Championship Wrestling. We have Mid-Atlantic Territory Wrestling. And we have a few more that, again, don't hold it to me not thinking you're important. My brain and it just jumbled up with info. So.
Well, thank you. We appreciate it. It sounds very interesting.
Well, again, it is free. There is no reason why. I promise you, if you go on there and check it out one time, you will be back because you will get hooked. And we have all kinds of different wrestling things. We have different like documentaries, biopics. Like I said, we're just all over the place trying to give a wrestling fan one place where you can find so much different content that you will enjoy yourself.
Nice.
Sounds good. All right. Well, thank you for your time.
Well, thank you for having
man.
Yeah. Everybody check out the Wrestling Society Network, correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
All right. Thank you.
Y'all have a good
You have a good night.
All right. Thank you. There was a lot of good information there.
Yeah, it sounds like a cool product. Definitely. All right. Well, let's jump back into the Money in the Bank. Now we're on to the men's. Money in the Bank.
Tell them what you think. Money in the bank. Tell them what you
What you
think.
think?
All right.
Who,
The
who wants
men.
to? There you go.
The men. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen, representing Raw. The three winners. No, it's not three. Yeah, three winners from Raw. You got Chad Gable, Drew McIntyre. He's on his own now. Jay Uso. All right, representing SmackDown, your three. Andrade, Carmelo Hayes, and L.A. Knight. Yeah. I had to stop, so I almost said Willie. L.A. Willie. Those are your components for the men's 2024 Money in the Bank.
All right. This match is gonna be fire.
Indeed, indeed.
Who you got, Willie Tiny? Let's start with you.
Yep, it's your turn to start.
Are we making our picks for or like our like little contest here first, or are we gonna predict the winner first?
We can do the picks and the winners and stuff because we're going to talk about it. So at least once we do the picks, then we can talk freely about it.
All right. Let's see here. I personally would want LA Knight to win. Yeah,
Yeah.
but
So is that your first pick?
no.
Okay.
I'll go with Drew McIntyre. I think Drew
Wow.
McIntyre is gonna win.
He picks Drew, but he wants LA to win it. LA Willie, you in the middle. Good spot to be.
I mean, I'm with Willie Tiny. Like, I would like LA Knight to win. I almost went Willie there too. um, um, I want to go outside the box here, and I'm gonna say I can see Master Gable winning Money in the Bank.
Oh,
Ooh.
wow.
Ooh. Good story
Okay.
right there. Okay.
So
Okay.
Because three
who's
out of the 6 participants, I can see reasons why they're not going to win. Yeah.
wow. Okay. So
And
who's your
we'll
pick?
get into that. We'll get into
Who
that.
who's your pick for a
My
contest?
pick.
Hold on. He didn't pick his winner of the contest. Our
Yeah,
little
he did.
friendly.
He did. He said Chad Gable.
Master Gable.
That- And did you make your prediction who's going to win the match?
He said the same thing as you. He said he would like LA to win,
Oh, okay.
but I'm going to pick Master Gable.
I was going outside the box and going with Master Gable in this one.
Okay. All right. What a thrill.
I'm the same way with you guys on who I would like to win, but I know there's a reason why he's not, and I don't think he's going to win this one. I'll be very surprised if he does. Okay, and we're talking about LA Knight, and I'll tell you why when the picks are finished. I'm going with the obvious choice, and I say Jay Uso.
There you go. All right. And I will go Carmelo Hayes. That's my second pick.
I'll go with
LA
Andrade.
Willie. You went with who?
Andrade's my second pick.
Andrade.
Yeah.
Man, I thought you were seriously going to pick yourself.
No, like I said, I see 3 out of the 6 that are not going to win.
Okay.
Like I don't think LA's going to win because Logan
I
Paul.
left. I left
Yeah,
LA
and
Knight
that's my
on the
reason
board.
why. I mean, I'm picking Knight, but he's not
You
going
have
to win.
to.
I'll be very
the only one
surprised
left.
if he does. Yeah, he's the only one left. Yes. But the reason is because story-wise, I could see him not winning this because I think Paul's going to screw him, and that's going to set up their match for the United States belt, and he is going to take that to SummerSlam.
Yeah, and I
I
say,
agree. I agree.
and I say, Jey Uso's not going to win because members of the Bloodline's going to take him out some shape or form.
You
They're gonna
think?
they're gonna screw him over, and this is gonna add more to the speculation of the Civil War. And
Ah,
then and then
and
Drew
that'd be up for Survivor Series.
and then Drew, I say he doesn't win because I can see CM Punk coming back and screwing him out of this one too, just to add more to the rivalry for the rumored return of the Bad Blood live event.
But you know what? You know what? And here's my true prediction. Okay, and this will involve the later question too.
Hmm.
I'll wait till we get to that. All right, because of what you just said. What you just said, LA. All right,
Yeah.
continue, Willie Tiny.
Will there be a cash in Saturday?
Oh, that was the next question. Holy smokes!
That's the next question. Yeah.
All right, my prediction. Yes. Your pick, Willie Tiny. Okay. If he wins,
If who
I'm
wins?
still saying Jay. I'm still saying Jay. But if your pick wins, because if I'm not mistaken, you did pick McIntyre, right? As your first pick?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. He wins. He's about to cash in. CM Punk screws him again at that moment, not during the event of the ladder, the actual cash in. So it counts and screws them out of it and will set up their next match. That would be more ignorant than anything and throw Drew over the edge than him not getting the chance to get the briefcase.
So you're predicting Drew McIntyre is going to win, and he's going to cash in that night, and CM Punk's going to screw him over during the cash in. Wow.
Yep.
Well, that's the first thing that came to mind when you said will there be a cash in? I had to think it was like besides the heavyweight championship match, what other championship match is there that night? So that I was like, I can see Drew winning it, and then in the cash in moment, CM Punk music hits, and screws him out again,
Yep.
And to set up more of the rivalry, for their actual match once he's completely cleared.
That's very smart and good booking. Oh my God.
That would be cool if it happened. But it also depends on the order of how this lineup goes.
True.
Mostly Money in the Bank cash-ins. Money in the Banks normally are in the beginning and in the middle of the show before a championship matchup. That's how you could tell if a cash-in might happen or might not.
So you say if the men's go first, the very first match, not the 3-on-3. If the money in the men's happens first in the cash in, that's when you're expecting there's going to be a cash in tonight.
Possible cash in, men or women. It's whichever one comes first before the championship matchup.
I agree with that.
And I mean, they could even start off with the Bloodline and RKO, and then build up for the ladder match.
True.
Depends how much carnage happens in the Bloodline versus our three heroes.
And I can see, like the winner of the women cashing in tonight, like if they did some type of segment or something where they're out there, talking or whatever, and somebody gets attacked or and they come down and try to do the cash in. Like we could see that happen.
Is Bailey wrestling that night too?
No.
No.
Oh, so that could be on a later date. Could even happen at SummerSlam.
And I agree with Joe Hale. The comments just put down there. I can see the Wyatt Six doing something crazy tonight. Or for the Money in the Bank.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that whole gimmick right now is fire.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Whoever's doing the writing for that, kudos to you. You are doing
Yeah.
an excellent job. Excellent. Just the chilling Bo Dallas talking to Uncle Howdy. That's great cinema work right there.
I mean, based on that comment from Joe just now, I said I can see where they do something crazy and take Master Gable out of the Money in the Bank, and we get a surprise entry.
Ah,
Oh, wow.
And that's a
impressive.
and that surprise entry could be your winner of the Money in the Bank.
Wow.
So who got Gable? Who picked Gable?
Right here.
LA really.
So if there's a replacement,
I'll
that's
go
your
with a
guy.
replacement. Yep.
Yep.
Yep, that's your guy. Right. So when will we have a cash in? After the cash in, after the Money in the Bank winners Saturday night, when will we see a cash in by either the men's or the females?
I'll go with the women if it's not a cash in tonight on the Money in the Bank pay per view itself. Like I said, if Tiffany wins, I can see her cashing in on in SummerSlam. Because I'm thinking Nia's gonna win, and this is just booking purposes. I'm like Nia's gonna win, and I can see Tiffany like stabbing her in the back and like cashing in on her.
Yeah, because it's
Yeah,
all about Tiffy time.
Tiffany time. Like for the men's, if it's not Drew winning it tonight, and let's say it's Melo, Andrade, one of those guys, I'm like, I can see that dragging on for a bit, because like let's say Melo wins it, he really doesn't have like any type of rivalry or any like storyline really going on right now, just besides being the cocky new guy, from NXT because he is him. So I don't like if he was to win it, I can see him being like a priest type thing, maybe like a year long or couple attempts and fail. But if
Hmm.
it's like LA or Drew or something, um, if it's Drew, it'll be Money in the Bank. But if it's not Drew, then if it's not SummerSlam, could be by the end of the year. That's what my prediction for the men. Like outside of Money in the Bank, if it's not Drew McIntyre winning it.
I'll predict. Since you guys brought it up, I'll predict the men's is going to happen Saturday night. With probably Drew winning, and he's going to get screwed out of it by CM Punk. I agree with that. That makes logical sense, and I could see a women's cash in around Survivor Series.
Yeah, that'd be a good one. I mean, I see it for Survivor Series if Bailey keeps it.
Yeah, yeah, for sure, for sure.
But we do all know that is it the winner can challenge any champion of the brand, or does it have to be brand specific? That I wasn't sure.
Normally it didn't matter
Yeah, I think now it's
Brand
specific
unless
specific.
it's
brand.
now more brand
Mm.
specific. Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think it is now.
I kind of like for them to keep it like whichever brand they want because I mean, it just gets you
Yeah,
guessing like who or when they're gonna cash it in.
right.
And then we had like one Money in the Bank winner or some try to go for like a lesser title that wasn't a world title. Did somebody go for like
Yes.
an IC title before or
Oh yeah,
something?
oh yeah. That can happen. Any title
That could.
representing that brand.
And in that case, then I can see LA Knight winning it and cashing in on Logan Paul because he's refusing to give him the title shot.
Yeah, that's a good possible. Or he
Yeah.
cashes in, or he cashes in that night, and Logan screws him, and then because he screwed him,
They'll give him the
Nick
title shot.
Aldis could automatically force him to put that title on the line against LA Knight.
Man, I love Money in the Bank because there's so many possibilities you can go here.
Possibility. And as a wild card, Carmelo, like you said, could win it. Gloat more as a
Yeah,
another
there it
mind.
is.
Willie Tiny
Win
won
it.
it.
Money
Willie
in the
Tiny
bank.
won it.
I can see Mellow Briefcase saying, "I am him,"
I am him. Yep, I can see that.
or Mellow don't miss.
Or Mr. Money Mellow
Oh, Money
in the
Mellow.
thing. Mo Money Mellow.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm excited about Saturday.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
Money in the bank.
We could have LA Money. Yeah.
Yeah, but imagine the promo work from LA Knight being Mr. Money in the Bank. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like like I mean he's already over in so many ways.
Yep. Can't wait.
Now, we're going to go back for a second because I guess we're near the end of closing. There was a question that Willie Tiny did answer, and we were deciding when we're going to do it. So, since we're talking about the cash, what is one of the most popular cash-ins that you guys would like to facilitate?
What do you mean?
Well, for me,
I thought we covered
would
it.
be the no.
No, we didn't. Not our pick. Not like the pick you. We paused and said we are going to do that later.
Oh, okay.
We actually didn't cover it. So go ahead, Ella. You were speaking.
No, I was gonna say, like favorite cash-in moments. For me would be the heist of the century. That my number one of all time would be that cash-in right there. And a close second for me would be Priest. Damian Priest cash-in. Well, the three.
Mine's going to be more respectable because I really wanted to say his because it led to a great show and a coming of age one. And I'm going to say Rob Van Dam's cash in because he straight up went to his face and challenged him for his title. And that started One Night Stand.
Mm-hmm.
Back at the arena where everybody was on their feet. It was an epic show. The main event of that, having RVD win a true out of fashion thanks to Edge's help, and became the champion. And then, of course, ECW's champion because that's when they launched the brand for them for Rob and them to be the first champion of the WWE. Well, we don't really want to talk about
ECW era.
right, but that's my favorite cash in because he went straight to his face and did it. Wasn't stay like it. It wasn't like a sneak attack. He went to his face and challenged him, and signed the dotted line. That to me was great, and it led to two great titles. Too bad it was short lived.
I mean, I almost forgot that he cashed in. He was a winner.
I actually think that was at the Hammerstein Ballroom.
Oh, it was?
I think so.
I believe so.
It wasn't at the ECW arena.
It wasn't. Oh man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But still, it was home field advantage. It was home field advantage. The heist of the century.
Yeah.
Seth Rollins cashing at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Without a doubt.
That was on Roman, wasn't it?
Yep.
After Roman beat Brock.
No, it was during.
He made it during the match. He made it a triple threat.
Ah.
But I believe he pinned Roman for it.
believe so.
Oh, and the famous scene of him whirling the belt around.
Yep. Because I remember, like, with me and my friends, when Seth Rollins music hits, like, we all lost our minds. Like, we couldn't believe what was going down, like, in the middle of a match. Like, it was never seen before. You know, like you said, the iconic swinging of the bell after he won it.
One,
Yeah, it's like it's just up there. I don't know how anybody can top that. Yeah.
I mean, like you said, it's tough. It's really tough too.
Hmm. That's why he's the visionary, a revolutionary.
Missionary.
And now architect,
The
architect,
architect.
The architect.
visionary, visionary.
I
He's
mean,
the
he was a
man.
messiah.
It's the
He was
freaking
Messiah.
No
Hell
matter
yeah.
what, if you're the champion, it will always be Monday Night Rollins.
Rollins.
Right. You guys ready to take this home?
Yes. Yes.
All right, let's take it home.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
This is the Three Wheels of Wrestling podcast.
Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe.
Yeah. Really tiny.
Next week, what's on our show next week? I don't know, but follow Facebook, Instagram. We're on everything now. Twitter, now known as X. Follow us.
Instagram. Yep, follow us, please.
Oh.
Yeah.
Please.
Check us out.
I'll tell you. I'll tell you right now. What's next week? Oh, we have we're promoting Hybrid Wrestling next week, so check it out.
Yeah.